one question I asked myself many times during this war in Iran is, will Israel use the atomic bomb? And I'm convinced Israel will not. Even if Israel loses this war, even if the cities like Tel Aviv will be completely destroyed, Israel is not going to use the atomic bomb. And the reason is because using the bomb does not destroy Iran. It might kill up to 10 million, 20 million Iranians, but there still will be 50, 70 million Iranians. But Iran, in retaliation, can destroy the entire state of Israel if that happens. That's what I believe. So, again, I think there is no risk, because Israel is much smarter than that, is not going to resort to the atomic bomb. Atomic bomb, I believe, in the possession of Israel is to defend Israel and not destroy Israel. Let's say, for example, if Iran and Turkey and all the Arab nations form a Islamic or Muslim alliance against Israel, and the destruction of Israel is imminent, unavoidable, then Israel will take maybe those nations to the grave if they do that, because Israel is in the verge of being destroyed. Then I understand it has a deterrent weapon, and that is the atomic bomb. But in no way is Israel gonna use it now in this offensive war just because it's losing the war. As painful as it is for Israel to see even one Jewish life lost in this war, or even one building, Israel knows is going to rebuild the cities again. US is not going to abandon Israel. So there is not a single chance of using nuclear arms against Iran. If that is not what is going to happen, then Iran is going to survive this war, and the longer we prolong, the stronger, Iran is going to prevail. So we need to stop the war, either declare victory or not declare victory, stop it. Iran is totally destroyed. The new leaders, of course, I'm sure they cannot stop the rhetoric for their own people, but for their own families. The supreme leader of Iran, if it is alive, and with a clear mind, because he might be either dead or in coma, they say, or we say that because we want him to appear and show to the world that he's alive, but appear so we can find locate where is he located, find where he's located, and bomb him again. So, again, we need to stop this war, because there is no way Israel is gonna win. And of course, US cannot defeat Iran. It doesn't mean Iran is stronger. It's like the elephant and the mouse. The elephant runs from the mouse. The elephant is terrified of the mouse. The elephant knows that the mouse can wage they called it asymmetrical war. So that's how Iran is with those little drones. It can defeat us. We are not bordering Iran. If we are bordering Iran like Turkey, then we'd invade Iran. It would be costly, but would destroy it. And would destroy it to secure our hegemony in the Gulf region, not to support Israel, as people say. A lot of short-sighted think tankers, they portray this war, and every single war we have started in Middle East. Oh, these are wars for Israel. Yes, it aligns with Israel, but they are wars for our hegemony. We have our interest in all Gulf states. The oil is ours. Even when sometimes some Gulf states seems to own the oil fields, their money they make by selling oil is invested back in the United States stock market. That's why we got war. But as long as Israel is there, Israel is not there to serve our interest. It does serve our interest. And so our interest and Israel's interest aligns. They sync together as one. But regardless, we need to stop this war, because we're not gonna win. They're gonna drain our resources. Not Israel's, but US resources. We're depleting our ammunitions in South Korea. What is that? Kim Jong-un? What is the Korean leader? He's bald now. South Korea doesn't have anymore neither the image or prestige, but nor the strength, military strength, to stop North Korea from uniting like North Vietnam united with South under communism. We might lose South Korea too. Taiwan? Do you think China will be scared now from us? That's why we need to stop this war as soon as possible. Iran will continue. They will even bomb some of our bases and some of our allies, not simply to save face for their people, but they have a lot of wounds, a lot of grief, because even the new leader's family, wife and kids, not only the father, the supreme leader, has been killed, but they will eventually stop. We need to turn the other cheek right now. We stop the war, we declare or not declare victory, it doesn't matter. Who cares? How many times have we portrayed or disposed or exposed ourselves to the world as hypocrites and liars? One more time will not harm anybody. To appear liars, hypocrites, we just go after our interest. America has always been a pragmatic country. We don't care about feelings, about shame. We care about our interest. Stop the war, start rebuilding Israel, reconsider now that Iron Dome is not enough for the new weapons Iran possesses, and strengthen that, because Israel, no matter what we say, is an extension of US in Middle East, and we have to strengthen Israel. We have to rebuild Israel. We have to stop the war. We have to lift sanctions for Iran and build good relation with the new government. And we shouldn't care. We should learn from China. China does business with any country in the world and doesn't care what regimes they have, democracy or dictatorialship. China doesn't care. China simply does business with any nation that wants to do business with China, doesn't interfere with their inner cycles or whatever the government in those countries does or want to do, and that's what we need to do. And all this mess, after all is said and done, or done and said, how you say it in English, after all this mess is cleared, we, I believe, have learned a lesson that what Trump did by firing all the experienced generals and bringing to the government, especially the Pentagon, idiots like this guy with a gel in his head. What is he, the Secretary of Defense or Secretary of War? This idiot, like a little young kid that puts 2 kilos of gel in his hair all the time. Those idiots, they shouldn't ever anymore replace the experts who would never have taken us to war. Not to this war that was a disaster for America and painful for Israel. It was not disaster for Israel, it was painful but disaster for America. So it started in Pentagon, not in the White House. Donald Trump is not the expert. Donald Trump should rely on the experts, but the leaders in Pentagon and CIA, how they didn't stop this idiotic war. We should have bombed the first night that we did. Evils as we are, killed them in the middle of negotiations, the leaders. Hypocrites as we are, we should have done that the first night as we did and stopped the war immediately. We did not. Still, it is not too late to stop, because we're gonna lose and lose badly, and make Russia strong and stronger, because Russia now is tripling the sale to Asia countries of the oil, and Russia now can defeat us easy in Ukraine, and Russia can support Iran together with China. Russia and China will deepen their what is not alliances but cooperation, because China is the biggest importer of oil and Russia the biggest exporter, and they are going to do business together in today's world. Who does business together have stronger alliances than anything in papers. So please don't destroy America worldwide, because America is still the strongest country and the most powerful country in the world. Is an elephant chased by mice in Iran. We can bring Iran in our side if we are smart, if we let the diplomats handle this and the expert and not idiots of Trump loyalists in Pentagon. we can bring Iran on board, let Iran flourish, because the stronger and tougher Iran, the more Arab nations are gonna need us there, because they're terrified of Iran. Make Iran strong, because a strong Iran makes America more powerful in that region. And can we make Iran friendly to Israel? Yes, we can. It will take decades. It will take years. But it will be same as in the Shah period. All we need to do is stop this idiotic war. We're losing, and we're gonna lose badly. And Israel will be destroyed even more, and cannot use the nuclear bomb, because it will be a suicide for Israel. Sammy, greetings.